Namaste, my friends. My name is Sandra, and today's practice will be centered on postures of empowerment and balance. Thank you for joining me. You may want to add to your little bag of tricks a rolled sticky mat, an extra one, a block, and I'm seated on a blanket here just to lift the hips a little bit. I invite you to either sit tall to start or lie down on your back with your backs of knees over the rolled blanket to allow the small of your back to release. We'll start with just an awareness of where we are right now. Awareness of the room that you're in. Where you are in the room. The light, the quality of the light. The time of day reflected in the light. The temperature. The sensation of the floor beneath you, whether you're lying down or seated. The sensation of your clothing on your body. Any scent you're aware of. Any taste you're aware of. Notice the sounds in your space. Awareness of your own body breathing, your body being breathed. No efforting at all, just turning your attention inward, pratyahara, to this sensation of breathing. Soften your jaw. Allow your lower teeth to drop away from your upper teeth. Allow your tongue to soften and relax in your mouth, letting your tongue spread thin. Blocking off the air passage in your mouth, so your breathing is through your nostrils, even though your lips might be parted a little bit. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. Expansion and contraction of your belly. Allow your belly to move as you breathe. Allow your chest to move as you breathe. Awareness of the temperature of the air spiraling from the rims of your nostrils up through your nose. Feel the temperature of the breath as it touches your upper palate, enters your throat, moves into your chest, your lungs, expanding your lungs forward, sideways, and back, all at the same time. As you exhale, feeling the temperature of the air in your nostrils warm as your chest compresses. Awareness of the length of your breath. How many heartbeats or seconds is it taking you to inhale? How many is it taking you to exhale? If your breath is 2 or 3 seconds long, add a second to each end, to the inhale and to the exhale. If it's 10 seconds, add a second to each end. And even out the breath, ERYT, so the breath is the same length on the inhale as it is on the exhale. Pratyahara, to turn inward, to just allow the body to breathe, and now to go from unconscious and uncontrolled breathing to first conscious and then controlled breath. ERYT, inhale, exhale the same length, adding seconds as it's easy, effortless. Finally, adding a pause between the breaths. Kumbhaka. Inhale and pause, and exhale and pause. The Vijnana Bhairavya states 114 paths or gaps to enlightenment, portals to enlightenment, and one of them is that space between. Very powerful awareness of the space, the gap between. Opportunity to reset, to choose your next action. Release your shoulders a little bit more. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. By this time, your pauses are about half the length of your inhale and exhale. So a long inhale, half the length pause, long exhale, half the length pause. We'll practice now for about another 2 minutes. Letting go of your kumbhakas. Let the breath spiral, become seamless. Inhale, spilling into exhale. Exhale, rising to inhale. Notice how you feel. Exhale, bring your palms together, whether you're lying on your back or seated. And exhale, press the palms out. Inhale, bring the arms up as high as feels easy. Exhale, return them down. Inhale again, take the arms out and up. And exhale down. And one more time, inhale, opening up. Exhale, release your arms down. Open your palms. If you've been seated, please join me in lying down on your back. Again, the blanket rolled under the creases of your knees will help your back to release. As you find your posture on the floor, allow the small of your back to really soften toward the earth. Drop your chin down. Again, find your breathing. Inhale to the end of the breath. Exhale to the end of the breath. Just follow it. Ride it like riding a wave. Today we're focusing on postures of balance and core strength, and centering, calming. Exhale, bring your head on straight, bring your right knee to your chest, interlace your fingers either in front of your knee or behind your knee. And on the exhale, press the thigh bone, the femur, down and back into the joint, bringing the knee in toward your chest a little bit. Inhale, release out. Very subtle. Press down and back, and then bring it in. And inhale, ease it out. Down and back, in on the exhale. Inhale, ease it out. Just creating a little release of the femur into the back of the joint. Giving more space in the front crease. And a lengthening of your psoas muscle that holds your leg into your torso. One more breath. Down and back and in on the exhale. On the inhale, take your leg high, any length, any shape, and rub out the back of the leg anywhere you can reach. Especially the sit bone area where your hamstring's attached, and the back of your calf right behind the knee, the top of the gastrocnemius right where your hamstring attaches there, so the whole length of the hamstring. Interlace your hands around the back of your leg, or you may choose to use a belt. If you're using a strap, put it on the ball of your foot. Reach up high first, put your shoulders on the floor, and then just rotate your wrists, turn your wrists, and that will wrap the strap around your knuckles, not your fingers. You don't want your fingers to get pinched. On the inhale, press up through the back of the heel, projecting your heel toward the ceiling, firm up the front of your thigh, and on the exhale, draw your foot over your face a little bit till you feel some resistance. On the inhale, press up, and on the exhale, move in a little bit till you feel a little resistance. You don't want to go banging through. Just be really soft, really respectful. Inhale, pressing up, exhale, moving in. Till you meet your final edge. And then gazing up past your longest toe, mark a spot on the ceiling of how far your leg has come. We're just going to reset the length of the hamstring now. On the exhale, bend your knee in toward your chest, still holding your foot on the ceiling. If you have the length of arm, you can hold the side of your foot rather than the strap, or if you don't have a strap, just hold anywhere to bring your knee closer to your rib cage. We'll take about 5 or 6 breaths here. Drop your shoulders. Really let that bone slip into the back of the joint. On the inhale, take your leg up high again. You may choose to use a strap here. And we're going to test the length of the hamstring again. Inhale, press up. Exhale, move your leg in. And notice how far it is now compared to the length you had before. Take about 5 breaths here to own that new length. Shoulders down and back. And then on the inhale, release that strap. Lay your arms down, press up through your heel, and lower your leg as slowly as you can inhale. Press, press, press it out. All the way down, and let it go completely. Close your eyes for a moment. Rub out the front of the groin crease right next to your pubic bone. That's where your psoas muscle comes pretty close to the surface of your body. Take a few moments to let it lengthen and settle. You may feel this release in your low back. You may also feel it in the area of the first chakra, right around the tip of your tailbone. Release and then opening. Exhale, bringing the left knee toward your chest. Hold either behind the knee or in front of the knee. Drop your chin, release your shoulders. On the exhale, draw the bone down and back as you bring your knee in. Just a little, and then release. So just like touching the edge, and then release off of it, and touch the edge, and release off of it. Each time coming in, maybe a little bit closer, a little bit deeper. Take the head of the bone, which is a nice round white sphere, and wiggle it deeper into the hip socket if that feels good. You're giving your colon a good massage here in this Pawan Muktasana posture. First the ascending colon, then moving across the transverse colon, now to the descending colon. Good for your digestion and elimination. On the inhale, take that leg up and give it the massage. Let your hands go right where they know where to go. Keep breathing. a hold with your hands or the strap. Draw your toes down, heels up, heel is up. Firm up the quad. On the exhale, draw your foot toward your face a little. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come in. Inhale, extend. Keep your chin down, shoulders back. Continually sliding your hands closer to your foot or wrapping the strap as you come along. When you've reached your edge and nothing more is changing, you can use the strap or not, but bend the knee and draw the foot down so the thigh is coming close to the ribs or on the ribs. Again, you need 5 or 6 slow breaths here. Let the head of the bone really sink into the back of the joint. Maybe a little rock, a mini rock. On the inhale, take it up. We're going to see if we gained any length. Take 5 or 6 breaths here at your new length. And then release your arms, extend up through the heel. Find your breath. Let's inhale it out as we're expanding the body's length. Inhale. All the way down. Let it go then. Send some prana, some breath to your tailbone, down your long left leg, and maybe rub out the front of the groin crease on the left side, right next to the pubic bone. Exhale, walk your feet in. Lift your feet and place your hands on your knees. Again, tuck your chin, relax your shoulders, lift your heart. Inhale, open the knees wide. Exhale, spin them back together. And now reversing the direction. Inhale wide, exhale back. Lubricating the joints, spreading that synovial fluid all the way around the joint to lubricate. And then bringing the knees wide apart, toes together, heels together if they reach. Put your head on the floor again and pressing the feet together, knees apart, lift your heart. Relax on the exhale. Inhale, open it out. Exhale, soften. Inhale, open. Exhale, soften. And inhale, open. And exhale, soften. Releasing your hands from your feet. Bring your shins parallel to the ceiling or floor. Arms at your sides. Take a little core strengthening here. Yoga sit-ups. On the exhale, start with the crown of your head. Lift, tuck your chin, curl yourself up as high as you can. Inhale, roll down. Release your arms. Finish inhaling. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, rolling down with your own rate. We're going for 10 of these. We've done 2. So If 10 isn't your number, just stop when you're ready. One or two more, if you have it in you. Coming down, set your feet down, open your knees wide, set your hands on the insides of your thighs. Exhale, bring your knees up, knees to chest, right arm over your head on a big inhale. Exhale, roll to the right. Take your left hand on the floor in front of you, press with your left hand, get your right hand on the floor, and come up. Now, if you have a rolled sticky mat, an extra one, place it on the mat in front of you, and we're going to come down onto that rolled mat so that the mat is right around the top of your pubic bone. So we've just taken a few postures, specifically that yoga sit-up, to engage and strengthen the core in the front, now the core in the back. Forehead to the floor, eyes look down the front of your body, press down with your pubic bone. On the inhale, lift your head, your chest, your shoulders, your arms, and just test and see if you can get up. If you can't get up at all, shift the mat a little bit under you. Inhale, try it again, see if you can get up. Exhale down. If you still can't get up, shift the mat again. We're going for 10 of these. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Place your hands on the floor under your armpits. Press with your hands, lift through the crown of your head. Exhale, pike back to child's pose. Inhale, bring your legs out in front of you. Slide your extra cheeks back, roll the shoulders back and down, crown high. Exhale, walk your feet in. Navasana, boat pose. Walk in as closely as you can. Up onto the tips of your toes then. Walk in, walk in, walk in. Lift your toes just an inch. Extend the right arm out parallel to the earth. Thumb up, left hand out, thumb up. Right shin up, left shin up. Inhale, extend your legs. Exhale, come back. Inhale, extend your legs. Exhale, come back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come back. 2 more. Inhale. Lay your feet down into bound angle. Baddha Konasana. Lift through the crown of your head. Drop your shoulders. With your peace sign fingers, wrap your big toes. Lift off. Lift your heart. Inhale the right foot out and bring it back on the exhale. Inhale the left foot out and bring it back on the exhale. Inhale the right foot out. Inhale the left foot out. Hold the pose, lifting your heart, lifting the corners of your mouth. Exhale, bring the legs together. Release the hands. Keep breathing. And release. Place your feet down, knees apart, feet together. Cross one ankle in front of the other, coming onto hands and knees. Take a little balance here. If you have weights and you want to use them, you can always use a small weight. This here is a 2 pound. Start with your knees together and bring the right leg behind you. Press back through the right heel. Draw your belly up and back. Don't let it just hang. Press down with the floor like you're trying to move it away from you. And on the inhale, lift your right heel, not too high, a little higher than your hip maybe. Take your weight in your left hand, or just your left hand open, empty, and bring the left hand out. We're going to hold this balance for a few breaths. And then exhale, bring the left elbow to the right knee, and inhale out. And left elbow to right knee, and inhale out. Again. One more. Beautiful. And set the weight down. Bring your knee in. To release the IT band on the right side, just dip your hips down, not too far because you'll miss the hot spot, but just till you feel resistance. Look over your left shoulder at your heel. And coming back to center, knees together. Spread your fingers wide, that'll help you balance. Take your left leg back. Lift. Weight in the right hand. Extend it out. Find your balance. And exhale. Right elbow, left knee. 1. Inhale out. 2. Inhale out. 3. 4. 5. And 6. And lower the weight. Lower your knee. Tip your hips left. Look over your right shoulder. And back to center. Turn your toes under. take a downward facing dog here just for a few breaths as a transition. And then walk your feet up next to your hands. We're going to squat here. Depending on if you're an outward rotator or an inward rotator, you'll position your feet so that you get most of your foot on the floor, the most of your foot as you can on the floor. And then sit back into your heels, bring your palms to your heart. Now let's try a crow pose. Bringing the palms in as close as you can. Wiggle until you get your knees alongside your armpits. Look out ahead of you. Get up onto your toes and try to bring your feet off and toes together. Look out ahead of you. Keep breathing. And then release and wiggle back, rock back into your squat pose. Palms down. Let's bring the knees to the floor again. Try another balance here from hands and knees. So, taking your right foot back again. Bring the foot up and bend the knee. Bend the knee. Flex your ankle. Inhale the left arm out. Exhale, take the hand behind you. See if your foot is anywhere within reach. If it is, lift the thigh. Lift the thigh. Keep breathing. And exhale, release. Other side, left leg back. Lift the heel. Bring the right arm ahead. Sweep it behind you. Bend the knee. Clasp the ankle. Flex the ankle and lift. Slide onto your tummy, one vertebra at a time. Elbows bent straight back. And take this off. Bring your hands underneath your torso. Your hands are clasped like this with the thumbs on top. Your thumbs go on the floor. Chin down on the floor. Extend your fingers as far toward your feet as you can. Take a good breath. Press down with your pubic bone and lift your feet any amount. And release. Release your arms, turn your face to the side. Bring your palms under your shoulders, pubic bone down, press back through your feet, inhale through the crown of your head, into cobra, up dog, and then down into a child's pose, releasing your low back. From table, turn your toes under. Take a downward facing dog as a transition. Just caught in my shirt. Inhale the right knee up between your hands. Webs of your fingers are about even with the end of your knee. Tip your weight a little to the left so you can extend your left leg a little more. Bend the knee, reach back with the right hand, clasp the ankle, reach back with the left hand, maybe clasp the ankle, open your heart. And release. Take the left hand to the right corner of your mat. Right hand comes behind you, if that's available. And inhale, come out of it. Hands on the floor. Turn your left toes under. Take a downward dog as transition. Left knee on the inhale, up between your hands, big length. Tip over to the left side so you can lengthen. Rock into the right side, lengthen. Bend the right knee. Clasp the left ankle. Clasp the left ankle. Open your heart. And release. Slide the left hand to the right hand to the left corner of your mat. Inhale, slide the hand back. Webs of your fingers about even with the end of your knee. Turn the right toes under. Take a downward dog as transition. And we're going to come forward, slide from table onto your back. Again, you could use a rolled blanket under your knees. So you're lying down in Shavasana to end the practice. Don't skip this part. This is really important. As you're resting in Shavasana, I will guide you. Letting your body's breath return to normal. Soft breath, soft body breathing. Just feeling the soft quality of your body as it begins to settle into rest. Your toes releasing, your feet, your ankles. All the muscles in your legs releasing, your long leg bones releasing. Your hips releasing. Your tummy soft. Feel the breath in your chest, your heart center. Warm, expansive. Shoulders rolling back and down. Soft, long neck. Chin down. Face soft and radiant, open, like a child's face. Arms and hands and fingers soft, released, open. Receiving, receptive. Allowing the benefits of your practice to filter in, to seep in. Polishing you up from the inside out, radiating brilliance, light, radiating a warmth, a loving kindness, an acceptance, compassion, love. Namaste, my